Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing my Bougie abstract leopard tumbler using my scribble technique. I'm so excited to show y'all how I made this design. If you want to learn how to do it, just keep watching. Alright, so I've already prepped and spray painted my cup. The color spray paint that I'm using today is Vintage Blush from Rustoleum. This color is so beautiful and it's an ultra matte, and I do recommend using an ultra matte spray paint or matte spray paint for this design, because once it dries, it'll be easy once you apply your glitter to just brush that right off. If you use a gloss or a high gloss, you're gonna have to let your tumbler sit for a couple of days so it loses that tack, and you'll be able to brush that glitter off without it sticking to your tumbler. So doing my scribble technique, you're going to want to be doing a back and forth motion, elongating your lines towards the bottom and the top of the cup, mainly focusing on the middle. As you can see, more of my adhesive is in the middle, and I'm just extending those lines to the bottom and the top of my tumbler. You don't want to use too much adhesive, and you don't want to use too little, because if you use too much, it will drip. If you use too little, it will dry too fast before you can apply your glitter. So you got to have, you know, that happy medium, so that way it's not dripping or it's not drying too quickly. You're going to continue doing this all the way around your tumbler and applying your glitter as you go until you complete doing your abstract base. So I am using a fine glitter. This is Sweetheart from Glitter Heart Co. I recommend using fine glitters. Even though I did use a mini chunky for an order that I had and it came out so beautiful, but I had to go back in and pick out some of those chunky pieces because you really couldn't see the abstract lines. But it does turn beautiful either way. You just have to put in that little extra work to get those extra chunky pieces out. Once I was done glittering my tumbler, I'm just going to remove the electrical tape that I had around the bottom, because I do tape off the bottom of these cups and do a glitter butt, which I think is super cute for this design. So I just remove that and wipe off any adhesive that kind of got like under the electrical tape or moved when I was removing the electrical tape. Once my abstract base was completely dry, I brushed off the excess glitter, and now I'm ready to come in with my leopard spots. I am using Mod Podge, and I'm just making little dots sporadically all over the abstract glitter section that we did earlier. You don't want your leopard spots to look too uniform, so you want to try to place them as sporadically as possible, because you want it to look like real leopard print. So I'm just placing my dots where I feel I need them and leaving, you know, a good amount of space between each leopard spot. Once I was done applying my leopard spots, I'm going to come in with Mulberry from Glitter Heart Co. This is also a fine glitter, and I'm just going to go over all those leopard spots, making sure I get good coverage and I don't miss any of my spots. So once those spots were dried and I brushed off the excess glitter, I'm ready to come in and do the black for my leopard print. So I'm just dabbing with Mod Podge where I feel I want my spots to be. No rhyme or reason. You can't go wrong with leopard print. It's going to come out beautiful every single time. So I'm just dabbing where I feel I want my black to be. And then once I have my desired look, I'm going to come in with my black glitter, which is Black Tie, also from Glitter Heart Co. And just get that full coverage around my tumbler and making sure I don't miss any spots. Once this was completely dry, I was ready to spray seal. I used Rustoleum clear gloss spray paint, and I did 3 generous coats just to make sure my glitter did not move at all. Now that our glitter is sealed and dried, we are ready to come in with our first coats of epoxy. I am using Flynn Sisters Supply Shop Artist Cure Epoxy, and I'm just going to smooth this all over my tumbler, making sure I get good coverage and I don't miss any spots. After I added 2 coats of epoxy, I'm ready to do my glitter butt for this tumbler. So I'm using Sweetheart again for the bottom of my tumbler, and I'm mixing that into, I believe I mixed about 30 mLs because I did use the rest of this epoxy for an initial keychain. So I'm just going to mix my glitter into that, and then I'm going to pour it into this little divot in the bottom of the tumbler, just a little bit to cover that middle, and then I'm going to just rotate my tumbler and let that epoxy just move to where it needs to go. Once that's spread all around to where I want it, I'm going to sit it on a level surface and let that cure for 24 hours before I come in and finish off my tumbler. Now that our glitter butt is completely cured, we are ready to come in with our sanding. So I'm just sanding the top rim, leaving a little bit of stainless steel exposed so I can establish my seal for this tumbler. After my sanding, it took me 2 final coats to get my tumbler completely smooth. And y'all, I'm so obsessed and I'm really loving this design so much. I think I love this color scheme more than the rustic pink and rose gold one that I make. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. I'm really loving how this design turned out. Here is a quick spin around of our completed tumbler. If you tried this design, tag me. I would love to see it. You could post it in my group, which I'll have linked down in the description box. But y'all, I'm so obsessed. Subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.